Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're doing our longer readings from January 1st through the 15th for my Virgos. Happy New Year, my Virgos! 2020, I think, is going to be really an exciting year. I feel like this is going to move things forward. And we all make choices and we all have to live with the consequences of our choices. But I feel like, if you've felt stopped, things are going to move forward for you. Now, longer readings, I use 4 decks. I use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards, gives me that main message. I follow up with my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, kind of fills in some gaps. I ask for advice from my Osha Zen Tarot cards, and then I pull one card from my Archangel Power Tarot cards, also by Radley Valentine. Now, the full moon is going to be January 14th. I'm sorry, I don't know, something about January 14th, so put that on your calendar. January 10th and 11th. Some places say that it's going to start on the 9th, maybe, in other areas too. But basically, it's going to be the 10th and the 11th. It's going to be in Cancer, and Cancer is going to bring a lot of emotion. It's going to be about home, family. So don't feel too upset if you feel a little bit sentimental around this time. Okay. Now, there's a lot of energy going on, a lot of planetary movement. There's lots and lots of stuff. I'm going to post, when I post these videos, you should be able to go into my community page or my Facebook page and find one of the websites I really, really like. But I will also, post those websites that, as I read them, as they come up, I'll post those in those areas too. Now, I tell you though, this is 2020. I have been talking about it being this big release. Again, we always have to deal with the consequences of what we've done. And again, I don't know who this is for, but if you decided to get married and you meet your, possibly the love of your life, but you're already married, well, that's a consequence, right? You should not date that person, okay? Yeah, but so those are some consequences that you might have to deal with, whoever needed to know that. But at the same time, you can make changes then. You can make changes you can make different choices. But always remember there are other people involved. Who knows? I don't know why that was there. But again, the website that I'll put up will talk about, again, 12 years ago, where were you? Was it a good year for you? Because this is cyclical. And, and I told you this about, when we have, January, when we had Jupiter went into Capricorn, I talked about this too. So if it was a good year for you, then it will be a jumping off point to make it even better year for you. If it was a not so good year, why? And make some changes to that. But also they talk about how 7 years we've been blocked and now these blocks are opening up. I really enjoyed the website. Okay, first card is the 2 of Air. Now, air energy is our Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. It is our thought processes. You could it's also hearing news. It's also Wi-Fi and Bluetooth type of energy that comes into our thoughts, our head. You could be hearing some news that just puts you in that, do I, don't I, do I, don't I, do I, don't I. Part of this news is set up for you to make some type of decision. And again, I'm going to go more that this is with more of a work relationship. Remember, 3 types. One is work, career, job, interpersonal, family. Okay, so we're going to kind of go, no, this could be family too. You may be deciding, do we add to our family? Okay, well, whoever that is, do we, don't we? Do we, don't we? It's kind of a time, so this first 2 weeks, it's kind of a time for you to reset your next 12 years. Okay, now, I'm not putting everything on this first 2 weeks for you that if you miss that boat, you go, oh my gosh, no, now I can't, no. Things cycle. things cycle, things move, okay? But this is, again, whatever this decision whatever this choice is coming to you, you need, you really have to weigh this out, because, I do feel like it'll take some time before this choice comes back to you to make, okay? Connect with your higher power, okay? Guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, because I feel that this is some real, this could be, something as, and I know that this isn't simple, but it could be compared to what, it's like, it could be as simple as, do I change my job? Do I accept a promotion? Or it could be a bigger life change, okay? Do I don't know, is this the time for me to have a child? Or for us to have a child? Is this a time for me to take my world cruise? Whereas, and I know that sounds really kind of a fun thing to do, but if you have to take 6 months to a year off, it could really make a big, long-term, action with your life, not against, but with your life. So this is that type. I really feel that you're going to have a really strong decision to make in January. Now, you'll probably know about it more you could even know about it more towards the end of December, but it's going to take you into January also. Okay. So, being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. Your next card up, 3 of Water. 3 of Water, water energy is our Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's fluid, emotional. Whatever the decision is, whatever it is, you will make that right decision. You will do something. Actually, I feel like this decision, because you weren't able to make it, it's going to be taken out of your hands. So, and the decision, it's like, I feel like the universe is going to make the decision for you. And with that, you're going to be okay with it. You will be okay with whatever this is, okay? So if it is for you to, I don't know if I don't know, do they still have the Peace Corps? That was really big in the 60s, and that would be where somebody would say, you know what, I'm chucking it all, and I'm going to join the Peace Corps, okay? Whatever it is, it's going to be, it's going to be kind of life-changing. So yeah, I do feel like there's something life-changing coming up for you, my Virgos, that, and again, it may not be so big, it could be something but I do feel it will be, the universe will be putting you on that right track. Okay? Okay. A celebration, a wedding, graduation, or birth announcement. The need to have more fun. So yeah, I do feel kind of that birth thing too going on. That's okay. Okay, next card is Knight of Fire. Fire energy is our Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Knights are very directional, passionate, burning type of energy. So it's again, I do feel like whatever this decision is that was made, the universe takes over for you and puts you on the right track. So part of it, I do feel like you will have a lot of angst, because you'll be going, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And then all of a sudden, you know what? You're doing it. Okay? Okay. You're doing it. Now, you might even be in a conversation. So if it is about a promotion, you might be, or if it's about a new job, you might all of a sudden find yourself agreeing to it. And again, and you're like, why did I agree to it? I went in saying that I wasn't going to agree to it, but at the end of the thing, again, it's like the universe takes over and it's pushing you towards whatever it is that the universe wants you to be. Because a lot of this is then about getting everybody on a better track. Okay? So, passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully. Like I said, I think there's going to be a decision. It's going to be really and again, if it's a small decision, it's still going to have bigger consequences to your life. But I feel like the universe is going to come in and make sure that it's that you make that right decision. Though it's going to create, you're going to have some angst. You're going to have some, do I, don't I? But the universe steps in for you. Okay, let's go on. for our John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards for my Virgos. My Virgos. Yeah, I know. I mean, you know, it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting. I want to hear from you, my Virgos, with this. What the decision might have been or is. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards face down. First card is reverse card. Remember that strong message. Oh, and remember, I'm an intuitive channeler. That means I open myself up to my higher power and spirit and just let them speak through me. Let him, her speak through me. So this is power, partnerships and alliances. Again, this is, again, I really feel that the universe is putting you on that right track. Okay. Now, this could also be that you are going to be around other people that you will be making because you're on this right track, that you will be, you know, increasing your contacts, increasing the people that, you know, can help you or that you can help. But I really feel like this is kind of a universal fast track for you. Next card, solar plexus. Okay. So this is kind of okay, with the chakras are energy points, you know, I mean, you would not see them on an MRI or X-ray type of thing. They're more, you know, metaphysical. And from the heart to the base is more your natural, and the heart, yes, again, the heart to your crown is more your supernatural. And this is about your identity. This is, you know, this is about, it's not so much about where you came from or your, you know, or those inner insecurities or securities, but this is about how you see yourself. Okay. And, this is this part of this could be sexuality. This could be, but, we have the feminine, we have the masculine, whether you be male or female, we all have a little bit of both. But this is, again, and this is how you identify yourself. This is how you see yourself. And you may come into all of this, not, many times over, you may have an overinflated opinion of yourself. You may have an underinflated opinion of yourself. You may think that there's a lot of things that you're not able to do, hence why you were unable to make this decision, okay? Because you're like, can I really do that? Can I do that? I'm worried, I'm scared, I'm insecure, But this is again, like I said, I feel like this is the universe putting you on the right track, okay? There will be things that you need to learn from this, though. There will be things that you need to learn about yourself. And I feel too, I'm kind of hearing that that some of the things you believe about yourself, you're going to have to come to accept that they're not quite true. Okay? I don't think that these are the positive things that you believe about yourself. I think these are the negative things that you believe about yourself. I think these are about your fears, okay? And I feel like this is going to be, so some of these things with the first 2 weeks of January, you will be facing some fears, some inner fears, okay? But again, you need to get this out so that you can move forward, okay? Because the universe is pushing you anyway. Last card here. Okay. Solitude. Okay, nines are something's ending, so something could begin. But this is, again, you connecting. You taking a little bit of time for yourself. Again, some of this is you looking at these fears, looking at why wouldn't you want to make this decision? Why don't you want to make this decision? Why don't you want to accept whatever this is that's being given to you? Because it is positive for you. What is it that's holding you back? So again, this is connecting with your higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, whoever that is to you. But this is you making that connection. And really, again, this is looking, this is, the thing about identity. This identity, you're going to have to face some fears. That's not going to be easy, okay? But it's going to be so worthwhile, okay? Okay. Now, any words of advice? Any words of advice? My Osha Zen Tarot cards for my Virgos. Words of advice from my Virgos. Virgos. So yes, my Virgos, while everything does come to that better place for you, you know, I do see you kind of going into it maybe a little bit kicking and screaming. But there is an acceptance. There is an acceptance. First card, slowing down. Good. Okay, so this is some advice for you to kind of chill back a little bit. Really look at the situation. Use your, use your intellect. You're an earth sign. You know, you think in more solid terms, but you're a very sensitive soul also. But, again, you don't necessarily need to be running on high octane. Okay, you can, because some of this, like I said, this is going to evolve around you anyway. So there's going to be some things that you don't necessarily have to input on. Okay, next card. Past lives. Interesting energy here. So there's a lot of this. Remember, I talked about what happened 12 years ago. There's a lot of earth energy that's going to be, opening up those blocks, opening up those karmic blocks. We've been trying to do that in part of Scorpio and Sagittarius season. And this is part of, this is kind of that you reap what you sow. That's really strong. Thank you so much for that. So if you reap, if you're reaping lightness and positive energy, or if you're sowing, positive energy, you will reap this. Now, we talked about consequences in the beginning, so if there were some consequences that you made and you don't like if there were some choices you made and you didn't like the consequences, you can remake some new choices. However, again, remember, you reap what you sow. So in order for you to create what you believe to be this better, whatever it is, and you hurt a lot of people with that, there is consequences to that also. Okay? Don't know. Somebody needed to hear that too. Somebody needed to hear that. Okay, next card. Intensity. Yes. Well, we talked about this. These first 2 weeks will be intense for you. They will be intense. I don't know what else I can tell you about that, but you get through it. And I shouldn't say you do get through it, but at the same time, it creates so much of an open, it really pushes, and you know how there's like, if we talk about blocks, energy blocks, and there's been karmic blocks. This is, the first 2 weeks is like taking a great big, like taking Thor's hammer. If you've seen the movie Thor, or if you know the mythology, it's like taking Thor's hammer for a Virgo and just smashing it down. And it does. It will create, it almost creates a little bit of a rift in your energy. Okay? But because it smashes it so hard, it's like you can all of a sudden see the sunlight again. Okay? Or sunlight maybe for the first time. Okay, so my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. First card, it is reversed. So here this is. And here we go. Ace of Ariel. Okay, Ariel is your energy along with Capricorn and Taurus. New beginnings. So again, it's like the universe is setting you on your new path. You may want to kick and scream, but it's going to do it anyway. You may not want to make the decision, but it's going to do it anyway. Okay? It would be easier for you should you make the decision, but it's going to do it anyway. And, and you're going to be on this new path. It will be very intense for you, but once you get on the path, then things, like I said, things get, it's like things get rolling for you. And you're like, wow, why did I have such a hard time making that decision? So Ace of Ariel, it's your lucky day, new resources of money, time, or support, a change in job or promotion. So again, you're going to, why did I struggle so much? Why didn't I want to do this? So my Virgos, Happy New Year. This is, 2020, I think is going to be awesome. We always, we always cycle. We always have the consequences of our choices, but I think that, I think we're going to make some much better choices and have some much better consequences. So, my Virgos, if you enjoyed my reading, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and click on the bell. But as always, my Virgos, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.